morning to you and good morning to Jordan FM listeners.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. So we've done this discussion before regarding the issue of defections, and I asked you if you were listening to the people's comments this morning, and you said you were listening and you would like to comment or you would like to make some contributions to the program. Now, but before I just want to ask a question. Looking at this defection now, in as much as we have established that there may be conditions that may warrant somebody to defect from a particular political party to another, right? Looking at these defections and more defections to come, what should Nigerians expect, or how should Nigerians prepare themselves ahead of 2027? Because whether we like it or not, 2027 is already upon us. That's what I want to ask this morning.
Yeah, Bishop again. Good morning and good morning to your listeners.
Mm.
And also, thank you for giving me opportunity to discuss this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we have seen wave of defection
Mm.
across board.
Mm.
We have seen the big political party members
Mm.
leave their party to another
Mm.
political party.
Mm.
But in any case,
Mm.
I let me also set the background clear
Okay.
that it's from the defection
Mm.
we are seeing the jumping from one political party to another
Mm.
by the political elite
Mm.
is because the political parties themselves
Mm.
are not founded on any known ideological principle.
Mm.
The political parties are just based on a singular goal,
Mm.
which is capturing power and having access to public resources.
Mm.
Uh, and my worry, therefore, is that they are more focused
Mm.
on capturing power
Mm.
than building systems.
Mm.
Their obsession, my worry is that their obsession is to access public funds,
Mm.
not delivering real governance
Mm.
or long-term solution.
Mm.
My bishop, sorry, bishop, my worry is
Mm.
this is just this is not just bad politics. It's
Mm.
not just bad politics. It is dangerous.
Mm.
And why it is dangerous is because no country can grow when power is pursued
Mm.
for profit, not for purpose.
Mm.
And I am worried because if we truly want development in Nigeria,
Mm.
we must disrupt
Mm.
this cycle
Mm.
and demand the kind of politics
Mm.
that is rooted in accountability,
Yes, sir.
service, and vision,
Mm.
not on greed.
Mm.
So my worry, Bishop,
Mm.
therefore, is
Mm.
I felt very uncomfortable when I listened
Mm.
to the former governor of Delta State,
Mm.
who ran as a running mate
Mm.
for Atiku in just 2 years ago,
Mm.
saying he regrets
Mm.
uh, running with running with Atiku.
Mm.
My worry, therefore, is
Mm.
if you put these guys in a room,
Mm.
both APC, both
Mm.
PDP, both the coalition they are from, if you put all of them in a room,
Yes, sir.
and subject them into sincere and intellectual conversation about governance. And you ask them what is their plan about industrialization. Ask them what is their plan about fixing electricity.
Yes, sir.
What is their plan about fixing education, fixing health, providing rural infrastructure, agriculture, and other aspects of human capital development and insecurity? Probably they do not have answer. They do not have answer. So that tells you that we are in a bigger problem. And because the political parties do not have clear ideology, in what the implication for all of us is that the electorate, the voters cannot really distinguish the difference among the political parties. The voters will now begin to vote based on religious and ethnic line, and also based on individual. And this is where we are at the moment.
Okay.
Now, to your question, we are likely going to see major drift, major defection, because for the ruling elite, for the members of the political party, they are not there because they have any clear vision, any national vision. It is about self-preservation, self-interest, which is all about, even the coalition we see today, is all about having access to, capturing power and having access to public resources. And that is why, if you look, if you are a good student of Nigerian politics, you should know that it's all about self-interest. Nobody cares about governance. Bishop, but you know what we need to do? What we need to do is that we must find a way to reverse political party administration like we had them in the First Republic. First Republic.
Yes, sir.
Political parties actually belong to the members of the political party. Political parties were funded from dues contributed by the members of the political party. They call it membership due. And that is why in the First Republic, you could see clear ideological divide among the political parties. What we have today is that political party now political parties now have become organizations that actually belong to president and the governors. And that is why we call them the leaders of the party. There are no membership-driven political party clearly founded on ideology that is targeted or that are targeted to addressing developmental issues or addressing governance. There are none. So what we have today is that the Nigerian political parties are simply vote gathering association. There is no developmental consensus among these political parties. And unfortunately for all of us, the only platform that we must negotiate our growth and development is within the political parties. The political party is not having conversation about development. The political party is all about interest of capturing power that will give them legitimate access to public resources. And that is why you see that a former governor, you see that even somebody who won election under, where are those who won election under Labour Party. Bishop, where are they? In the National Assembly. Where are, what is the clear ideological divide between the political parties? Where are they? Where are the people who won election under Labour Party? Where are they? This clearly tells you that the challenge for all of us, it is not about membership for political party. It is about the interest of those who are members of that political party. And I had said before now that this kind of behavior is very, very dangerous. And let me repeat myself.
Okay,
I told you because that this is not just about politics.
Yes, sir.
It is dangerous to Nigerian state because no country, and I repeat, no country can grow. And I repeat this thing. I say no country can grow when power, politics is pursued based or motivated on profit, not on purpose to solve any problem. And that is why if you call members of the political party and you put them into serious and rigorous conversation regarding governance, many of them, I don't want to use percentage analysis, but a greater number of them can actually tell you much about their constitution more than they know about their manifesto. Because what matters to them is that they know the law and the constitutional provision that allows them to hold on to power more than the party ideology and program, party ideology, party manifesto, party program. Ask these political parties what is their clear developmental policy or what is their clear policy directive. Bishop, they do not have. But let me summarize by saying, as a people, we must begin to ask the political parties to clearly tell us what do they believe or what is their belief about governance, what is their belief about fuel subsidy, what is their belief about free education, what is their belief about agricultural subsidy, what is their belief about rural development, what is their clear developmental policy and programs. These are the questions we should begin to ask this political party. It is not about voting because you think, because the problem for me now is that if you listen to the conversation about 2027, I listened to Okoa. What did he say? He didn't make any substance argument or any argument of substance that shows that APC should be voted in 2027 based on measurable impact. But his argument was that the South must complete their 8 years. That is the only argument. I am saying that we need to understand that party politics to democracy must bring development. And that development must come from the ideological driven of the political party, not based on individual interest of winning power and having access to state resources that will be spent without accountability. This is what I'm saying, Bishop.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Liberty. I just want to ask one question. Thank you so much. You've dealt extensively on the subject matter. Now, if you look at the Constitution on defection, etc., and other related matters thereabout, you will discover that one of the grounds for defection is if there are issues within the party. For example, if there are factions, and let's take, for example, let's talk about PDP now. You understand there are internal issues in the PDP, and that's what the Constitution says about defection. So we've established that. Now, what if, because one of the things is that the special advisor to the governor, that defected, Delta State Governor, Governor Sharif, is that their defection, what they're trying to base it on is based on bringing dividends of democracy to the people. And then also, Okowa said he defected because he wants to connect with Abuja, right? Saying that the dividends of democracy, the people must, get the best or something like that. Now, and I want to ask, must someone Or is it compulsory for someone to belong or to go to a particular political party, like a ruling party in Aso Rock? Let's just put it that way. Let's be direct this morning. Let's be raw. Must someone join the ruling party in Aso Rock before he or she be able to bring dividends of democracy to the people?
Well, well, Bishop,
Yes.
this is, I'm sorry to use this word, but let me use use it, but I sincerely apologize. This is the kind of what I call Jankara analysis
Okay.
that these guys use as a justification
Okay.
to push their behavior
Okay.
or to just they use it to justify their behavior.
Okay.
Now look, what kind of what that is the hypothesis. For me, that is the zenith of what I look at intellectual deficiency and moral bankruptcy. And I sincerely apologize for using this word.
Okay.
Now, the question is, what does he mean that you need to connect to the center? And that's why I say that we run political party as if we run political party and governance in this country as if it is personal enterprise. And I need, if it were to be a country in the Senate climb, the people like Okowa should be held responsible and they should explain. Do you need to also be, because what he's saying, that you need to be a member of APC before development will come to your own state. And I heard that and I felt embarrassed. I felt embarrassed because there is no governor in this country that does not receive allocation from the federation. There is no governor that will say, because you are in Labour Party, you are APC, you
will not give you allocation.
You will not be given allocation. Every governor receives allocation. Okowa should be talking about what is the state governor, what is the Delta state governor who he claims to be his friend, what is the level of accountability on how state resources are being deployed on behalf of the people. Not about you are looking for network to look good in the eyes of the federal government, perhaps allegedly, as people say, to make sure that you may not be probed. I am saying, even if you are saying that there is crisis in PDP, every party has got its own internal mechanism, internal conflict resolution mechanism. How have you explored the possibility, the mechanism, internal mechanism of the party to ensure that these things are being resolved? All of a sudden, you are coming to tell Nigerians you regret contesting under your own political party, a party that will be 8 years governor, contested as a deputy, as a vice president just 2 years. I am saying we shouldn't be having this kind of conversation. And unfortunately for all of us, the people who support this kind of intellectual distortions are people who just do it based on sentiment. I am saying we should not be behaving this way because the idea of the state is to maintain social order, and the idea of politics, the idea of democracy is to trigger and enable participatory governance that will bring development and growth to everybody. I am saying that when you listen to people, the political elite, when you listen to the way they speak, you really know how these guys think and how they behave, what they believe. So for your question, whether he decamped because he wants to be connected to the center, the question is, who is he? Is he the state governor? What is the state governor, that state governor, doing with the state resources deployed that they are collecting? And these guys even often to forget that you even get more attention from the federal when you do serious effective opposition
Yes, sir.
that provides direction
Mhm.
for the government
Yes, sir.
using constructive criticism.
Yes, sir.
That is the job of the opposition.
Yes, sir.
It is not about grouping, and that is why, Bishop, let me conclude
Mhm.
by saying,
Mhm.
and that is why
Mm.
I had argued in different fora
Mm.
that periodic
Mm.
election every 4 years is becoming not a solution to the Nigerian problem.
Mm.
Because what the guys do,
Mm.
the guys who have taken public resources have a way to regroup themselves after every 4 years,
Mm.
take over governance and continue the tapering of the state resources.
Mm.
These guys are not banking on the belief that they have done well for the people.
Mm.
They are banking on the extortion or the utilization of the weak state resources, weak state institutions to
Mm.
get access to power. That's
Mm.
what I'm saying.
That's what you're
And
saying.
the
Mm.
citizens must begin to understand
Mm.
that we need to begin to have serious intellectual engagement,
Mm.
serious intellectual conversation
Mm.
on how our democracy must address societal problems.
Mm.
This is what I'm saying.
Thank you. Mm.
Because this kind of behavior is not sustainable.
Mm.
When we begin to hit crisis of legitimacy, I am not saying that the military may even come back. I'm not saying that.
Mm.
But we are recording pockets of militia movement in this country because there's a huge gap between the left and those leading us.
Mm.
And the moment the citizens do not have trust or do not believe in the state
Mm.
to make their life better,
Mm.
they begin to embrace, they become non-conformist or they become recalcitrant. And at
Mm.
that point in time, problem becomes bigger for the state. Bishop, this is what I'm saying.
Thank you so much, Mr. Liberty. I really appreciate you. I don't have any further question because you have dealt extensively with the topic today, and then you have successfully created another topic for another day. But I will reach out to you after the program. Thank you so much. God bless you, sir. I leave
You're
you now.
welcome.
Thank you so much. Okay.